Alright, everybody, we're back for round 4. Card Knock Life plays Seasons Past Jund. We won the die roll this round. We chose to go first. And this is about as good as you get with any Jund deck. A couple discard spells, a couple removal spells. Tarmogoyf would have made this hand the nuts. Didn't have it, that's fine. Turns out that we shocked in a Blood Crypt and led with Inquisition. Turns out we were playing against Affinity. Our opponent's hand was a little land light or a little land heavy, but we tried to avoid the early quick plays. We knew that we could Thoughtseize the Thought Cast, so we took the Opal to keep him from accelerating past us with Ornithopter, Opal, Citadel, Vault Scourge, or Thought Cast. And that turned out to work out pretty well with our Fistful of Removal. Opponent played a couple of Affinity creatures. We just untapped, played a tap land, Thoughtseize the Thought Cast, left him with a couple of Darksteel Citadels, a Man Land, and a Galvanic Blast. So he's just kind of slowly nickel and diming us, and we've got removal for days. No firing up Man Lands, just attacking for 1, so we just take our 1 beats. Again, we're just looking for another land here, our Kingdom for land. Opponent played a Mox Opal, fired up his Blinkmoth Nexus, his or her Blinkmoth Nexus, attacked with both. We just used 2 removal spells to kill them both. Leave him with an Ornithopter and Inkmoth. Again, our Kingdom for a freaking land. Get nothing. Opponent plays Springleaf Drum, gets in for 1 Infect. We draw an Abrupt Decay, which is great. If our opponent draws a Cranial Plating, they don't get to play it up. Opponent draws Cranial Plating. On cue. Dealer Abrupt Decays Cranial Plating perfectly, takes 0. Draws 3rd land on cue. Has Kolaghan's Command, opponent can never win. Hopes for 2nd Cranial Plating. Just fires up Inkmoth. Opponent has 2 cards in hand. We just take our 1 Infect for Inkmoth and just choose not to use our Kolaghan's Command here. We draw a 4th land. Played it tapped. Said go. Opponent draws a 2nd Cranial Plating. Attaches it to Ornithopter. I choose to just make him discard, him or her discard a card, I believe, and kill the Cranial Plating. Opponent discards the Galvanic Blast we knew about. We take 0. I think we play Olivia Voldaren here. I think that lets us take the game over. Opponent Galvanic Blast. It has 2nd Galvanic Blast. Rough. But we're doing okay. We still just have to beat the Inkmoth Nexus. There are not many Cranial Platings left. So we can just play Kalidas. Our Maelstrom Pulse will kill the Ornithopter and give us 2 zombies. And we'll gain a little extra life here. Opponent's still chipping away at us for 1 Infect. The slow and steady version of Infect here. So we fetch, put fetch and play tapped. Play our Maelstrom Pulse, get our 2 zombies, tapped over Tomb, and start beating down here with Kalidas. Opponent gets in for 5th point of Infect damage. We draw Sir Swaggletons, attack for 7, put our opponent to 10, gain a little life, and play Huntmaster to get more bodies. Opponent just doesn't have enough bodies to stop the overwhelming army we've amassed. Gets in for 6th point of Infect damage. We draw Fatal Push to kill a blocker, but we choose not to. Fatal Push, we hold on to for the Inkmoth Nexus. Get in with our whole team, make a couple of zombies. Opponent is giving himself the out of drawing a Cranial Plating here or an Arcbound Ravager. Opponent draws Ornithopter, dies to the horde of zombies that have Kalidas. Pretty straightforward one there. We finally drew a 3rd land, and our Kolaghan's Command kind of just punished our opponent. So let's go to the 2nd game here. A 1-minute victory against Affinity here. 1 minute of game time, so this will be pretty quick. We sideboard, we brought in the Ancient Grudges, the Anger of the Gods, the Jund Charm and the Maelstrom Pulse. Boarded out the Duresses, the Thoughtseizes, the Inquisitions and the Thoughtseizes. We boarded in the Abrupt Decay, boarded out the Obnixilis, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, and that's all the changes we made. Opponent is on the play. Goes first, keeps their hand. Our hand's great. Double removal spell, Tarmogoyf. Kalidas is kind of just a brick that's along for the ride. Opponent plays really slow Springleaf Drum, which means we can play really slow and fetch Overgrown Tomb. Opponent has Arcbound Ravager and cast Signal Pest. So instead of playing slow, we fetch Shock Overgrown Tomb and kill Arcbound Ravager. That way nothing gets a counter, so he just has a crappy Signal Pest. We play Mountain Tarmogoyf and prepare to go to Pound Town with a couple of removal spells in our hand. Opponent plays a Steel Overseer. We have to kill that thing on sight. We get attacked. This is probably where I futz around with my removal and goof up. I should have Maelstrom Pulse the Overseer. Instead, I Abrupt Decay the Overseer. And don't have an Abrupt Decay for an instant speed interaction at a later date. But I have 4/5 because the way Affinity works. So I'm just going to keep beating down, having Bolt up. Ornithopter, no big deal. And this, I think, is where I get punished because my opponent's Cranial Plating. So if I had Pulsed the Overseer, I would have had Abrupt Decay, Fatal Push, Lightning Bolt all up on this turn. Been able to decay the Cranial Plating and continue to beat down with the Tarmogoyf. But instead, I kind of made a crucial error. I still have the Maelstrom Pulse for the Cranial Plating. He equips it to the Signal Pest, so I'm just going to Bolt the Pest and then untap on our turn and Pulse the Plating. I was trying to give him a chance to play second Plating before I did that. So I'm just going to attack for 4. Pulse the Plating, I believe. I don't think we play Kalidas. Oh, we do play Kalidas, looks like. So we play Kalidas because we have Fatal Push to make a zombie. I think Kalidas might eat a Galvanic Blast. I can't remember. Kalidas does eat a Galvanic Blast. So this is where our opponent punts and doesn't activate one of his next eye. Kalidas eats a Galvanic Blast. We Fatal Push the Ornithopter to make a zombie. Our opponent fails to activate one of his lands that he was going to attack with, and our Kalidas doesn't die. So our opponent is dead on board. And promptly shame concedes to the fact that he failed to kill our Kalidas. That game was pretty straightforward. The only issue was that I had this Maelstrom Pulse in my hand at the end of the game, and my opponent ended up with a Cranial Plating because of it. Just some poor sequencing, some out-of-order sequencing as far as casting my spells there. But I don't think it's that big of a deal because this matchup is so good. We have 19 cards interact with our Affinity opponent, so there's not really much that they can do. This is a pretty handily there and easy 2-0 for us. So easy that it's just an 8-minute recording. So we'll see you back for round number 5 and close up the 5-0.